What's up, guys? My name is MadSquash924. Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. This is now part 10 of our Let's Play thus far. We've just escaped the Paragus asteroid field and the facility itself. And now we get to talk to the crew. We're supposed to talk to Kreia first, but I'm actually going to talk to T3. We could ask him to stop moving around the ship, because he will be doing that throughout the game. You look like you suffered a lot of damage over the years. Well, how much damage? So you lost a lot of programs in your behavior core. In addition to the damage to your frame. Well, I'm sure you'll gain that skill back. I'm glad to have you along. I might be able to upgrade your memory core. Alright, let me take a look. Well, that's all done. How do you feel? Due to your computer skills, T3 has gained +1 to intelligence. Blaze, look, what are you talking about? I have more questions. You look like you need some routine maintenance as well. It should just sit still. It won't take that long. That should do it. You doing okay? Due to your repair skills, T3 has gained +1 to Constitution. What do you mean I faded out there for a second? You were the one that was shut down. Well, I have more questions. Mind if I try to upgrade your memory core again? I figured. Well, I'll be going then. So I gained more influence with him, which is great. But we need our computer skill and our repair skill at 21 to actually finish all his upgrades. But yeah, it's handy with what we're doing for him. Good. Let's talk to Kreia.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
It's about your hand. Is there anything I can do?
This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice.
I'm sorry for your loss, no pun intended.
Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around.
Well, it seems to me that if we travel together, then we could, well, then we should work together then. It goes both ways, yeah?
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
The pain I felt when you lost your hand, because I felt that pain as well, what if it had been more intense?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
What do you mean, like, extreme? Like death?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
then I suppose we must work together and try to be careful until we can fix it.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Well, I hope so. How could have a bond like this even happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you use a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefits as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
So, what do we do now then?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
I mean, we can't just keep running until they catch us.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
We're bound to where again? Telos?
The planet Telos, decimated by the Sith during the Jedi Civil War. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And what if we find no trace of Jedi teachings on Telos to even help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Okay. I mean, that is a lot to take in at once. I probably should reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Yeah, I'll make sure to that. I'll go see him then. We did lose some influence because we patronized her. So, oops.
If I were you, I would see to that fool.
Okay. I have some other questions for you.
Ask, and I will answer.
Can I know more about the Sith that are hunting us?
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
Split?
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
I mean, but these Sith seem very different than the ones I'm used to.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
I mean, it is strange though. The Sith on Paragus, I mean, they knew some Force techniques, I suppose, but they were pretty weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
There is other questions I wish to ask.
Ask, and I will answer.
You know, when we were on Paragus, it was strange that I could feel the Force again. It's been many years.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
No, it felt different. Faint. Like an echo.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
I mean, I didn't realize the Jedi did this to me. I thought it just kind of occurred.
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
I mean, but to cut one off from the Force, it's like losing all your senses all at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
Well, there must be a way to reverse what they did.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
Well, you said it is possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
I mean, I will honor whatever training you wish to give me. I mean, it's like I have much of a choice. There's no Jedi left.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
Well, I would welcome whatever age you possess.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence.
Great. There's other things.
Ask.
Can you tell me what happened since the Mandalorian Wars have ended?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Well, tell me about the Mandalorian Wars. It's been a long time.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council didn't help. However, a few Jedi Knights in fact did. Against the will of the Council.
Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
Yeah, and then Revan and Malak refused to wait, so they just went off.
2 Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
I mean, until we destroyed them for the final time in Malachor 5.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
I mean, a lot of Jedi died there at Malachor 5. And the conflicts with the Jedi Order.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
However, some battles have to be fought. It was not Revan's failing.
Did Revan fail? Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
What happened next?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
What happened to Malak?
As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Does Revan still yet live?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So then Revan saved the Republic then?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
Well then I suppose we must do what we can until it has a chance to recover from the war.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath, and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Maybe it is better to then let the Republic stand on its own. Let it fend for itself.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Because I'm the last Jedi.
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
There are other things.
Ask.
I guess that's it. We'll talk later.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit.
And we also gained some influence with Quaya and more light side. Nice. Because ideally we want to be influence with all our characters that we have present. We also want to be in the light side. Looks like we talked to Atten next. Yo.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Yeah, she's cryptic as always.
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Bazak table.
You know, I don't think Cray is a Jedi.
Then she must be royalty. Because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Hard living?
Yeah. Her face looks like it was plowed by crazed Ord Mantell farmers. Don't tell me you were too distracted by her personality to notice.
Right, sure. Are we still on a course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts. Now, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
So, what happened?
What are you talking about?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Well, exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
I mean... Well, I suppose it was double-bladed. It's been so long, I almost forgot.
Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you?
No, the blade and the crystals were very unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Well, my color of the lightsaber was, it was silver. It was like the streams in the room of 1,000 fountains on Coruscant. Not many Jedi have silver crystals.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it'll just make them... drive them to hunt me even harder than before. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Cool. Is there anything else we could talk to Atten about?
Should be there before too long. You can check...
Nope. To Telos. Now, if you guys recall that this is Telos, this is the planet where Karth came from the first game.
Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
Right.
I'm Lieutenant Gwen, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
What? We didn't have anything to do with that.
That as it may be, the circumstances of your arrival are suspect at best. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
What are you talking about? This is outrageous. You don't have any evidence.
You were the only witnesses of the mining facility's destruction. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance until we have a better idea of what happened.
And will I be able to get my gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
No. Why are you holding us?
Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, one that this station depends upon. We would like to find out the extent of your involvement.
And it's my fault? Look, you TSF people can't hold me here for anything. We're leaving right now. You got that?
Look around you. Even if you managed to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space.
Oh.
So, let's not do this the hard way.
Fine. I get it. I'll cooperate.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Well, we're going to jail again. It's an albino lady.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082.
Wait, a force cage? Are you serious? This is ridiculous.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
I mean, I have questions.
I have many matters to tend to. Your questions will have to wait.
Damn it. What an asshole.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Yeah, great. This is just what I wanted to hear.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Nope, I think you're mistaken. I'm not a Jedi. Wrong force cage. You should try the one down the hall.
Jedi or no, you're the one I am pledged to kill. There is no mistaking that. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey, I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
Let's just get this over with. If you're gonna blow me up and kill me, you might as well do it.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match for my skills.
It seems like you made a mistake and turned off the force cage. Ooh, big oopsie for you. And we can level people up, which we shall do. Level up Aten's dexterity. Security, demos, stealth. No, let's do awareness. Yep. Fighting spirit. What does that do for you, Aten? If I can find such a technique. Ah, interesting. I can't seem to find it. Well, we'll find it later. Let's give you improved toughness. Let's see if we can find it through here. Aha! Whether it's a survival instinct or sheer resolve, Atten won't give up. When knocked unconscious, there is a chance he will just get back up, ready for some more action provided someone else in the party is still standing. He will return with 20% of his health restored. This one's 10, right? Yep. So it just gets better. That's nice. Freya, it's your turn to level. We haven't seen you in a little bit, so it might take a little bit more time for you, which is fine. Battle meditation wouldn't be bad, honestly. I wouldn't mind battle meditation for you. Because I want you to do buffs. You as a buffer is great for us. Let's give you more wisdom for better saving throws against the force. More treat injury, the stealth, the awareness, and the repair. And then from here... What's this one? Force body? I don't care about force body. It's not going to matter later on. In fact, that's probably the most worthless skill out of the bunch, I think. Given my opinion. Force barrier? Sure. It's another buff. I want her doing buffs and such. And we have nothing. She actually hits the hardest out of the most of us, which is hilarious. 3 to 12. Just with the fists alone. That's funny. But I do think this is a good spot for us to end today's episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's a good cliffhanger to leave off on. We gotta fight Batu Rem in the next episode, and hopefully we don't die. If you guys are new to my channel, or have been watching me for a little while, and you haven't done so as of yet, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified on my latest videos. On the next episode, you see what's happening, and hopefully we survive. And I'll see you then. Goodbye!